Would you believe that in the middle of the Saudi Arabian desert, there's a gigantic boulder split in two halves as if by the swing of an enormous sword? But what makes this even stranger is that there are no tools nearby, no signs of any kind of carving or erosion, not even a scratch anywhere near the fracture. How did it happen? Well, the answer seems to lie in the scary legends surrounding this place. Tales of terrifying disappearances, footsteps that shake the ground, and a hypnotic glow that appears at night. People are afraid to go there because they say that those who do disappear without a trace. Would you risk it? Or is this rock better left unexplored? Let's find out together in today's video.
In the heart of the Tame Desert in northwest Saudi Arabia, there's a large rock formation divided into two distinct parts. Many believe it was split apart by a tremendous force.
According to locals, this is no ordinary rock.
It's a portal to another world, a terrifying entrance to hell itself.
Some even call it the gate to the underworld. Locals say that anyone who ventures too close hears strange sounds, disembodied whispers, and desperate cries for help. According to ancient Arabian folklore, the origins of this strange rock monolith date back thousands of years to the days when violent and merciless tribes roamed the desert. These tribes fought endless battles against each other, and there was only one rule: whoever survived took the treasures and lands of the defeated. One of these tribes was led by a brutal monarch named Arqam ibn Shad, who terrorized the region with his warriors. But even though he commanded an army of fierce fighters, he was aware that true power lay in terrifying people so much that they would submit without having to fight. And for that, he needed something impressive and frightening. During a long journey through the desert, Arqam stumbled upon a wide and deep ravine. High cliffs on both sides and a flat rock in the center. The site was lonely and desolate, perfect for his macabre plan. Right there, he decided to build a huge stone guillotine, an execution device with a heavy block that would fall down and execute his enemies with a single blow. Arqam held a lavish feast, inviting all the sheiks of neighboring tribes. As soon as they arrived, they understood that the real purpose of the party was to witness the horrific spectacle that the host had prepared. The brutal ruler beheaded his prisoners right there in front of them, proclaiming proudly, "Here, heads fall and kingdoms rise." After the party, Arqam continued his reign of terror across the land, spreading fear and awe among the inhabitants. But his pride and arrogance would eventually lead to his downfall. During a battle with a nomadic tribe, Arqam and his men were trapped in a cave, and the leader himself barely managed to escape with his life. Wounded and furious, he hid in the desert for a few weeks until he stumbled upon a hermit living alone in a hut. In exchange for shelter, Arqam promised the hermit great wealth and power. But the old man refused the offer, warning Arqam that his path would lead him to ruin. However, the cruel ruler did not heed the hermit's advice, opting instead to continue his bloody campaign. One fateful night, Arqam, along with several loyal followers, camped near the same rocky ravine where he had built his infamous guillotine. Suddenly, an intense earthquake shook the ground, causing the massive stone block of the guillotine to crack and separate into two identical pieces. Startled, Arqam rushed to the spot, but to his horror, the rock had split apart cleanly, as if sliced by a sharp blade. From that moment, the rock became known as the Blade. Astonishingly, not a single tool mark or sign of weathering could be found on the rock face. Moreover, the separation was so precise that a finger-width gap remained between the two halves. Nobody could explain this incredible phenomenon. As if that wasn't enough, a strange blue light began to emanate from the center of the crack, resembling nothing so much as the eerie glow of a dragon's eyes. At first, the light was weak and faded, but over time it grew stronger, casting an eerie glow over the entire desert. Despite the strangeness of the event, Arqam was a ruthless man and didn't want to change his plans. He declared that the rock itself had blessed him with more strength and power than ever before. And so, while the mysterious blue light continued to intensify, he continued his bloody march across the land. But the rest of the story is shrouded in mystery. Some say that after splitting in half, the rock absorbed the spirits of all of Arqam's victims, turning into a mystical gateway to another dimension. Others claim that the rock's glow signaled the awakening of an ancient and powerful creature from its slumber. Whatever the truth may be, it's certain that after that night neither Arqam nor his men were ever seen again. With the disappearance of the tyrant, his oppressive reign finally came to an end. His army, deprived of its leader's guidance, fell into chaos and was scattered to the winds. Some fled to distant lands, while others died in battles against rival tribes. Over time, the memory of the tyrant faded, leaving behind only legends and myths. Millennia passed, and the rock stood quietly in the desert, patiently waiting for its turn to fulfill its destiny. For many centuries, the blade remained silent, hidden in the vast expanse of the desert sands. Only scattered bones and tattered pieces of clothing indicated the fate of the unfortunate souls who had dared to approach it. With time, the tale of the rock faded into obscurity, becoming little more than a bedtime story to frighten children. However, in recent times, the blade has once again become the focus of attention and has been attracting visitors from all over the world. People come to marvel at its unusual appearance and learn about the mysterious events that unfolded there in ancient times. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, there are many theories about the origin of the blade. Some believe that it's a natural geological phenomenon, while others swear that it's the work of extraterrestrial beings. But the most intriguing theory is that the blade is a remnant of a powerful curse placed on the tyrant Arkham by an unknown entity. According to this legend, the curse was designed to punish the ruler for his endless tyranny and bloodshed. And when the rock split in half, the curse was unleashed. Now, whenever someone approaches the blade, the cursed spirit reacts, taking the form of a mysterious blue glow. Those who dare to enter the glowing circle are instantly banished to another dimension, where they suffer an eternity of torment. Of course, there's no way to verify these stories, but they make for interesting tales nonetheless. Who knows? Maybe there really is a curse lying dormant in the blade, waiting for someone to unwittingly awaken it. As if this story weren't strange enough, there are even crazier details. The strangest part is that recently, a group of European scientists conducted an expedition to the site. Among them was a famous researcher who traveled to Tama with the goal of solving the mysteries of the blade. However, his research notes contained disturbing entries that suggested that something strange was happening there. He described an invisible force emanating from within the rock, as if something alive were watching them. And then he vanished. This case gained even more traction when a local man named Nasser decided to record his own testimony about the blade. He claimed to have seen a tall, shapeless creature about 3 meters high, standing between the two halves of the rock. The man said that the creature seemed to be watching the sky intently, completely ignoring the scientists. But when the sun rose, the creature simply vanished into the crack between the rock. After hearing this, Nasser also disappeared without a trace. These disturbing stories add a layer of mystery to the already enigmatic blade. Could there be some supernatural presence lurking near the rock? Are the scientists and witnesses simply making up these stories for attention? Or is there a sinister force at work that's leading people to their doom? If you find yourself in Saudi Arabia, it's worth paying a visit to the Tama Desert to see the blade with your own eyes. However, it's best to avoid nighttime visits, as legends say that the cursed spirit becomes active after dark. It's also advisable to steer clear of the mysterious blue glow that emanates from the crack between the rocks. Who knows what dangers await those who dare to enter the glowing circle? So remember, if you venture into these parts, don't be reckless. Stay away from the blade, especially at night. And whatever you do, don't get sucked into the blue glow. Otherwise, you might never return home again. And that's the end of our story for today. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.